Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Romy and Melina at Help Serve and Grow. If you are following us or if you have come to know us before, we come live almost every day or every week individually, but we come live together every week. So we want to help serve and grow, like what it says, help serve, and we want to help immigrant parents like us. We want to serve them. We want to help them grow, and grow in their individually, grow in their businesses, or if they dreams. Every way we want to help because somebody helped exactly what we want to do. Somebody helped did that for us, so we want to do that for you guys. So my name is Romy and this is Melina. I live in Houston, Texas. I am a nurse. Melina works in retail. She lives in Canada. So here today we want to discuss about, like, we just took there are so many myths about online business, like, so as you all know, we are online entrepreneurs. So there are so many myths. We just took three myths out of it, right? So we're going to discuss each myth about the online business, what everybody thinks about it and which is not true. So the first thing I want to say is, you need to have a lot of money to start an online business. I will let Melina talk about it. So what do you think about that, Melina? Like, do we need a lot of money to start an online business?
Hi everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for watching us, supporting us. So we are here again. Before I give an answer to that question, I just want to say thanks to each and everyone who has been waiting for us to be back, and we are back again in this Help Serve and Grow episode. As Romy said, we are here to help immigrant parents just like us who are struggling to find time and freedom and financial freedom because somebody helped us, and we want to help others to serve
Yes.
others and help them grow in start by starting a business, especially in the online space, just like how we are doing. So coming back to the question, do we need a lot of money or do we need a lot of investment to start an online business? Let me tell you something. The first thing when people come asking for online business, they think there is a group of people, not everyone, who think that online businesses are for free. So let's just dig into that question first. No businesses which says that it is free is legal business or a legit business. Any legit businesses needs an investment. Nobody is going to give you anything for free. That is something which you need to take it to your mind, that nobody is going to give you anything for free. There is a cost for everything, or a price that you need to pay for every single thing that you are doing, right? So or every business needs some kind of investment. So coming back to our online business, just compare our business with the traditional business. The traditional business, in the first place, to start thinking about starting a traditional business, you need to think about having, where am I going to start this business. You need to have a physical store. You need to take a rent a place, or you need to buy a store or something like that. So that will cost you like so much money. Renting a
Yes.
place is something that like you need to pay that for monthly basis, right? That is a huge investment that you have to do for a traditional business. And on top of that, you have to pay all the utility bills, you have to pay all your employees, all the
Yes.
interiors, whatever you are doing. There is a lot of investment involved when you are starting a traditional. Just imagine just starting it.
Yeah.
But in the case of an online business, the infrastructure is already there within us. We have a laptop. Every single person now has a laptop on their own. Every single person has an iPhone or a smartphone in their hand. We do have Wi-Fi connection wherever you go, whether you are home, whether you are traveling, whether you are in your workplace, whether you are in a hotel, or everywhere. We have Wi-Fi. We have a smartphone. We have a laptop. We have all this, the YouTube, Google, all the AI tools, are most of them give us some kind of free options, right? So the infrastructure is already there in your hand. But on top of that, there needs to be a system that should be running for you, when you are starting an online business. So that system costs you a money, but when you compare to the business that you are starting in the traditional space, that is very, very, very less, maybe only like 1% or 2%.
1% of it.
Yeah, 1% of it. Imagine starting like a careless store. You need at least 1 million, or maybe uh, at least 400,000, 500,000.
Yeah.
at least you need to start that. But when you
Mhm.
compare an online business, that the investment is like 0.5 percentage of that amount. So
Mhm.
starting an online business needs some investment, but when you compare to a traditional business, it's very, 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 very less. But and in our business, the business what we are doing, we have several partnerships with different companies. You can choose which is your best option, depending on your financial condition right now. And once you come into the business, there will be a coach who will be explaining things for you, and then you can decide which is the package that should I choose to start the business. So there are several options, but the thing is, compared to what you're starting an traditional business, the investment is very low and it is worth the investment. So in our business, the investment is like a one time investment. You are not investing every year or every 6 months, nothing like that. It's like a one time investment what you do, and that's going to the business will run you for lifetime, right?
Life. Yeah. The coach, the mentor, the community, everything
Community,
is for
the
life.
trainings are for lifetime. The system is for lifetime. Everything is for lifetime with one investment. So that's the beauty of our online business, right?
And the community we get to be in, it's
It's
it's the
amazing.
best thing
Yes,
ever, like best thing. I just when I was going through the community, I just saw somebody post, one of our very successful leaders in our business. She was posting, she was comparing, like, if you have to be the next question is coming up, to learn the online space, to learn all these technologies. If you go to school, or if you go to a community college, or wherever you go, there are so many courses online, or like, you go physically, you go take the classes.
yeah,
And the amount you have to pay for that one time
it's
course, she
huge.
was putting it there at 18,000 something,
Yeah,
right? Our business doesn't even cost to start our whole business.
with that
Don't
amount,
think
yeah.
about the courses. And we
Yes,
give top notch courses. Like, you will be so, by the end of the, a few months, you will be so tech savvy. You will be like you're another person. They build you like that, right?
yes,
But the bottom
absolutely.
line is, you have to show interest and you have to be consistent, right?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So
Yeah,
moving
so
on
I
to
have
the.
another. Yeah, so were you talking, saying something?
No, no, no. I was just letting you talk.
Okay, yeah. So that is my answer to the question. So I hope you got our audience got a little bit of idea about that. So the other
Mhm.
question, as I said, we have amazing trainings and everything, and Romy is from a medical field. Like, she is been trained to be an registered nurse for many, many years. And I just want to ask you, you were not that tech savvy, right? But do you think to become an online business owner, do you need to be a tech savvy? Do you
No,
really need?
Melina, the answer is no. You don't need to be tech savvy, but you can improve yourself eventually, because you have this amazing community. So let me tell about myself. I'm a great example that I was not tech savvy, right? I was I was afraid to go on Facebook. I was afraid to click on here. I'm like, oh, what would it end up somewhere else? That kind of stuff. That's how afraid I was. I was scared to be on social media, right? But the only thing I know, technology wise, to chart about my patient, be on the computer, because when you go into orientation, they teach you how to do those things, right?
Yeah,
Everywhere is technology. So I only knew the minimum, right? I can be on the phone, I can scroll. But before I started this online business, I did not even have Facebook. I didn't have any social media. That is how I was. So when I started, I have to, start a Facebook page, all that stuff. I have to start from like a beginner, like a kindergartner. I was like a kindergartner. But right now, I can teach anybody to be tech savvy. The only thing I had is like believing in myself and believing in the community I joined and believing in my coach and mentor and wherever I can get help from. You have to be the only thing. You have to believe yourself. You have to have show the interest to learn. And the training itself is so step by step. You do not meet any targets. You do not have to finish some kind of training in this period of time. This is everybody who starts this business, they are individual business owner. This is their own business. So you have the freedom to run your business at your own pace, at your own time, learning that whatever technology we use. And then we our community just introduced this faceless thing, right? I was so surprised because we come here. I was not comfortable coming and putting my face on Facebook or any other social media. I was very scared. But the people who are still scared, they have that also, that kind
Yeah,
of training. How can you do the business without showing your face, right?
absolutely.
So that's what I want to tell about tech, being tech savvy. Nobody who stepped into this business was like the perfect example of being tech savvy.
Yeah,
Everybody learned step by step. Everybody grew one step at a time. Each day they grow, right? You just have to
yeah,
be believing and be consistent and doing your business.
yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
so
Yeah,
moving on, I
yeah,
hope that answered everybody about, you have to be a tech savvy person? No, not at all.
not at
So,
all.
moving on to our third myth, online businesses don't really work. Probably it's a scam. I guess most of the people, not most of the people, but some part of the people still believe. They watch us every day
Yeah,
and they are still having a hard time believing that this business is real and this business is not scam.
yeah,
I don't understand. If I'm a scammer, I cannot put my face, I cannot post my family on this Facebook, right? I cannot do that. If I'm a scammer, I'm behind a phone or I'm behind, my profile picture won't have my picture,
yes,
nothing.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah. So that itself says this business is real, this business works. So what is the take on that? What do you want to say
yeah,
about that, Melina?
absolutely. Yeah, as you said, most of the scammers, if you are in a Facebook or Instagram or any social media platform, definitely you must have got some random messages from people. And if you go back and check their profile might be created recently, or they might be not having a proper picture of a real person in the profile. They might have random post in their profile. There are so many ways to understand whether it's a fake profile or a real one, right? So if you go back to our profiles, you can see how many months and years we have been using the Facebook consistently. You can see our kids, you can see our husband, our family, what we are doing, where we are going, everything, right? So we are all transparent in this business, and that's the one way you can find out whether it's a scam or not. Then coming back to the question, most people think this business doesn't work is because it's just one thing is mainly mindset. Because when you think of starting an online business, people have so many thoughts coming into the mind that oh, I have to go and bug my family, bug my friends, or you know or I am not tech savvy, and or maybe I need some other expert skills to start and be successful. A lot of times those are the things that is coming into their mind. So we want to tell each and everyone, online businesses do work, and we are an example, or we want to tell that to others too, right? We are just ordinary moms, ordinary people. We came from India, we came from Kerala, India. We settled in different countries, and we were working like just like ordinary people. But at one moment we knew that this life is not what we want, and then we took that action and we moved to the online space. And the best thing about our online space is that we are getting the support of our community, our trainings, our system. We have a beautiful system that is already set. to take care of all the needs of the online space. Because when you think about online space, we need to have our own website, a lot of other email campaigning, and a lot of other things is needed in the back, like in the behind the scene.
Yeah.
Usually people go and individually go and do all that from different what do you say, companies. They go to a company or a person who does the website. You have to deal
Mhm.
with that one on one.
Yeah.
Then you go to another person who's dealing with email campaign. You have to deal with him for months to get all the emails ready. Then for the sales funnel, you have to deal with another person or other company. So constantly you are dealing with all these people, and you get tired, exhausted, and you forget to do the business. You are dealing with your systems, because that takes a lot of time, and you forget to do what your business is, or how to do run the business. But here the system is taken care of. When you come
Yeah.
into our business, we will straight away plug into our system. So the system
Mhm.
is already done. All you have to do in this business is do a social media marketing, and the trainings are given with the help of a coach and mentor. So there is
Yes.
no room for failure, except if you quit this business. So our leaders always say that, if you the only way you can fail in this business is when you quit the business. So that's how that's how beautifully the business model is set. It's for
Yes.
make everyone win in this, or be
Yeah.
successful, not to make you fail, right?
I
That is my
I
take. What do you want to add on that?
I wanted to add, like, I just wanted to say hi to Aarti. Aarti is
Hi,
one of our business
Aarti.
partners. Hi, Aarti. Thank you so much for watching. So, I just wanted to add one thing to it, Melina. If, okay, there would be one package coming to my doorstep every day from Amazon or
Yes,
every other
yes,
day.
absolutely.
So if Amazon CEO who started the business ever thought that, oh, this online business is not going to work, do you guys see the people who started the Amazon or Uber or Ed? Do you see them every day on like online? No. If they would have thought that, oh, online space is not going to work, these things would have never existed.
Yeah.
Just taking Airbnb as an example, right? I
Mhm.
look at, when I try to book an Airbnb when I'm going for a vacation, I just see the host, right? A picture of the host. We don't even meet them, but we believe them so much, we go and live in their house, like the house they provide, right? That is the trust. And everything we did was online. We looked them up, we researched a little bit, and then we believed it, and we, because Airbnb works, right? Same thing about Uber, right? You are getting into a car with somebody who you don't know,
Yes.
but but you trust that company, right? So that is how we, like, that is how we have to establish our company. Every one of them started very small. They were not the Amazon they are now. Same thing, Uber or Airbnb, they were not this, they didn't start big, they all started small. They all gained the trust of people. So that is how everyone who wants to, who have a dream, you have to start small, right?
Yes.
Like us.
I want to add something. When you said about Airbnb, not
Hmm.
everyone who starts Airbnb or Uber are successful.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
Uber is a big company. There is a lot of people who are using the Uber app and making money.
Mm.
But not everybody is successful. Not all Airbnbs are successful. Why? Because they need to follow certain systems in that Airbnb. I just want to compare what happened with my recent Airbnb visit.
Mhm.
We have been using Airbnbs for the past 4 or 5 years. I think whenever we go for a long trip, we always prefer to stay in Airbnb. But the recent one which we did in Vancouver, or no, Victoria Island in BC, that
Mhm.
was the best Airbnb that we stayed. And I even wrote a note for the host when we left, because it was exactly how it was shown in the picture. So it was exactly how it was shown. Not a single thing was not like, it was perfect. The
Mhm.
house was super clean, and the host even had some bread and some butter and everything for us for the breakfast. you know.
Mhm.
So they gave us extra, so we were so impressed on how things were clean and everything was so well kept. We were really impressed, and I was, from the moment I got in, I was always keep, this is the best Airbnb we have ever stayed. So
Mhm.
so we will go back again, you know, because, and I have, the other places also were good, but this was the best, I would say. So it depends. So
Yeah.
individually, if you look at each individual who are doing this online business, it depends on how they take care of the business. You have to consistently show up, you have to do the trainings, you have to listen to what you have to be coachable, in other words. You have to be
Yes.
coachable, you need to understand how the system works. Don't think that you come today, tomorrow you are going to make 100,000 or 500 the $1,000 or two. No, it doesn't work like that. Or it doesn't work like a job, even not like 2 weeks you do something and then somebody is going
You're
to give you
getting.
a paycheck. No.
Mhm.
So you have to clearly understand how the online business works. It's a long term goal. Romy and myself, we take this as a long term goal. If you go back and see how many episodes of Help Serve and Grow we have done for the past 2 3 years, right? We have done consistently. Some days we have gone, we don't get that together at the same time, so we just cancel our program, but we still come back again. So we are committed to this business because we want to help more people. We want to show ourselves every single day for our audience. So that is the reason we are coming. We could have done, Romy is coming back after a night shift job. She's still staying awake because she's committed to this, you know. So we show up for the business. So if you don't show up, if you're not taking the trainings properly, if you're not understanding what this business is, definitely you are going to fail. So you make sure when you come into the business, understand it well, take the trainings, be coachable, and commit to yourself every single day, and the success will come, right? And so don't blame the system or don't blame the business for you not succeeding, right? That's what I want to say, add to that.
Yeah, so we just wanted to wrap this up. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, you can take a step, you can start here, right?
Yes,
Like us, we started very small, we are progressing each day, we
yes,
are committing to ourselves so that we can make a family legacy out of this business, right? We are building our own future. We are building the future for our kids. So if
yeah.
you have the same dream like us, regular moms, regular parents like us, so come see. We have our website under our name. So sign up on any of the websites and see if you are a coachable person and if you can go after your dreams and build a business for yourself. Thank you so much. We will
Thank
come
you.
another
Next week.
time again
Yeah.
with more values about our businesses and about us.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. You all have
Absolutely.
a
Thank
blessed
you. Have
day.
a good day. Thank you.
Bye.